Welcome to Calm to Sleep, where bedtime becomes a soft and sacred ritual. This is Gay, your guide tonight, and this story told not to be remembered, but to be felt. A story you don't have to follow, only rest inside. Tonight's tale is called The Thimble on the Toadstool. It's a slow, dreamlike walk into a quiet forest, a place where something waits. Something very small, very old, and gently magical. You may fall asleep before you find it. That's perfectly fine. All you need to do now is rest. Let your breath soften, and we will begin. Thimble on the toadstool. You are already drifting. Perhaps you've closed your eyes. Perhaps your body is still holding just a little tension. That's all right. It's early yet. What matters is that you're here, somewhere beneath the thoughts of the day. A quiet space begins to open, like the soft parting of curtains in a room you forgot was waiting. A hush, a space between. You feel the bed beneath you, the weight of the blanket, the outline of your own breath as it rises and settles again. And there, just behind your eyelids, a path begins to form. Not a road, not paved, just a trail. A green thread winding through shadow and light. You don't know where it leads, but somehow your feet already know the way. And this is the path of whispers. You begin to walk. The first steps are slow and hesitant, like moving through water. The path is soft, not dirt, not gravel, but something deeper. Moss, perhaps, or the pressed down memory of many gentle steps before yours. To your left, the faintest shape of a tree trunk. To your right, the hush of ivy curling through air. The leaves above form a shifting canopy, dappled with silver light. Somewhere far off, a bird calls once, then falls silent. You keep walking. Every few steps, the forest seems to lean in, not to frighten you, but to welcome you. You are not a stranger here. This place remembers you. The trees are old, older than memory. Their bark is deeply furrowed, like ancient hands, holding stories that they will never tell. Some trunks are so wide, you could rest your whole body against them. And you do. Just for a moment. Just to feel the thrum of something slow and steady inside the wood. You walk again. And now the forest begins to shift. Tiny white flowers appear underfoot. Moonflowers, perhaps, or something rarer. They don't bloom in the sun, only in the in-between time. Just like this. A breeze stirs, not cold, just cool enough to carry the scent of damp leaves and fern. It brushes your cheek, and something within you sighs. The path bends. You pass an old stone, upright, moss-covered, with a spiral carved into it. The spiral makes no sound, but somehow you feel a little quieter after you've seen it. You walk on. A stream appears, almost hidden. It murmurs like a lullaby. Not words, but rhythm. The kind that rocks you even as you move. You pause on a low wooden bridge, just long enough to hear the water slip over those smooth stones below you. Then you continue. Now there are mushrooms. First 1, then 3, then 7. Some are red-capped. Some are ivory. Some glow faintly with the softest golden shimmer, like lamplight caught on a drop of dew. The forest begins to open, and you know without knowing how that something is near. You come to a clearing. It doesn't arrive all at once. It reveals itself very slowly, like something walking gently just for you. The trees thin. The sky above opens, and in the very center, nestled in the moss, is a perfect ring of toadstools. They rise like tiny guardians, curved, speckled, soft. You count them in your mind, but lose count almost instantly. It doesn't matter. What matters is this. At the center of the ring sits a silver thimble. A single silver thimble. You don't know who placed it there. Perhaps no one did. Perhaps it simply appeared when it was time. It is small. Not gleaming, but softly glowing, like it holds its own memory of moonlight. You kneel outside the ring. You don't need to touch this thimble. You don't even need to ask anything of it. It is enough to be here, to witness, to rest. You close your eyes. The moss beneath you is soft as velvet. The hush of the trees becomes your breath. The thimble stays exactly where it is. Now the forest grows quieter still. You feel as though the whole world has gone to sleep, one leaf at a time. And somewhere in the distance, the lights of the village begin to blink out, one by one. Cottages tucked under thatch. Curtains drawn. Dreamers already dreaming, and you, not quite here, not quite gone. You float between. You lie down beside the ring. The earth rises gently to meet your body as if it's always known your shape. The toadstools glow faintly, then dim, now disappearing. But they are not really disappearing, they're just joining you in rest. The silver thimble remains a tiny promise of magic, of childhood, of something gentle that never left. You drift. There are no questions here, no clocks, no edges, only moss and stars and that soft thrum of a forest that remembers your name. Sleep comes, not all at once, but in waves. One breath, then another, then another. You are safe, you are held, and you are already halfway to tomorrow. So sleep, sleep. But if you're still listening, let yourself drift even deeper now. The story is finished, but the forest remains. You can return to the path any time. It remembers you, and the thimble will still be waiting. Good night, dear heart. Sleep well.